Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of the Acoustic Lounge. My name is Cooke, and my guest today is a legend in the Los Angeles music scene. He's a legend in Chicago. He's a legend in my mind.
And in my own room.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dave Lowe.
Nice to be here.
Thank you so much for being here, Dave. Now, you're visiting from Chicago, right?
Yeah, my son just got married.
Oh, cool. Okay. Brings you back to sunny California, huh?
Yeah, it was wonderful to be back here. I haven't been back in almost 3 or 4 years, and it's great.
Wow, that's cool. So we're here at Marina's School of Music.
Yes.
And, I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of your background. I know that's a huge question for someone like you, but you play multiple instruments like exceptionally well.
Thank you.
And, just talk a little bit about kind of where you're from and what your school of thought is and kind of how you took the road you took.
Okay, in a nutshell, I guess. I come from a musical family. My dad was a instrument repairman and builder and played just about any instrument you'd want to have him play, built violins and stuff like that. And my mom played piano. And so they encouraged me as a child. Started out in clarinet, and then as soon as I saw the Beatles and all the screaming girls, I said that was for me, guitar was for me. And then of course later came guitar and bass and mandolin and violins and strings basically. And played in folk scene in Chicago for a while, and also the rock and roll scene. And went to Champaign-Urbana for a while, came out to California in '75 and started getting immediately into various bands and studio situations. And I was for several years the band leader for Jan Berry of Jan and Dean, the Aloha band. And played with a lot of the oldies groups and a lot of the newies groups.
One thing I always love about you is your sense of humor. I mean, and every time I've been on a bandstand with you, you not only control the whole gig as far as like knowing exactly what the audience wants to hear. You know a million songs, but you have a levity that you bring to a stage that really keeps people engaged and really into what you're doing. And I think that's just fantastic because a lot of band leaders don't have that quality. You have that ability to go from one gig to the next, and no matter what the crowd is, no matter what style of music, you bring and deliver just such an amazing show. And I've always...
My new manager, or publicist or something.
Well, no, I mean, seriously, I mean, you've always done that, and it's just,
why not have fun with it,
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, it can either be a drag or it can be a blast, and you always make it a blast.
Well, thank you so much. It's wonderful to hear that again,
Oh, cool, man.
Because I've been out of the loop for a while, and it's just getting back here and playing with some of my old friends for a short, protracted period of time. It's just like puts new life and great vigor into what I'm feeling and doing. So.
Oh, that's cool, man.
I look forward to playing with you tonight.
I was just going to say, we get to play together tonight at the Cowboy Palace, and it's going to be awesome.
This guy shreds. Dude, he shreds.
Well, listen, I want to get to the music, so I just want to thank you so much for being here, Dave.
My pleasure,
It's great
Chris.
to see you again. And, ladies and gentlemen, Dave Lowe.
Thank you. All right, here's one called It'll Hit You Where You Love. There's a cloud across the moon and an aching in my head. In the silence of my room, I still hear every word she said. And I found out that she finally had enough. It'll hit you where you love. All the nights I made her cry with a bottle in my hand, and the next day I would lie. It wouldn't be that way again. But she found out when she called a cheater's bluff. hit you where you love. When you practice to deceive, gotta pay for what I've done. Now it's easy to believe that the blues are here to stay, with no mercy from above, no. Oh, it'll hit you where you love. Now the blues are here to stay, with no mercy from above. Oh, it'll hit you where you love. Hit you where you love, yeah. It'll hit you where you love, yeah. Hit you where you love. This is a true story. Something I wish I didn't have to write about, but did. Eddie got a guitar that year for his birthday. We were both 14, the best of friends, in the spring of '64. It was a silver tone in a Fender case, and we played it through the stereo, taking turns at being John and Paul, and wishing that our hair would grow. And it never cost me a dime, I could play it any old time. We were twins joined at the heartbeat of the songs we'd yet to write. He made me promise that we'd start a band, together we would reach the stars. It was the price I paid for playing Eddie's guitar. Well, it was mid-July when Eddie found himself a new love. He'd fallen for the thrill of a slow-moving boxcar with an open door. But he left that silver tone with me, kinda like I hoped he would. Eddie rode the rails and I stayed in my room, learned to play Johnny Be Good. And it never cost me a dime, I could play it any old time. We were twins joined at the heartbeat of the songs we'd yet to write. He made me promise that we'd start a band, together we would reach the stars. It was the price I paid for playing on Eddie's guitar. Eddie hopped a freight one rainy August morning, while I sat at home and played his guitar, rather than bumming along. But he jumped and missed that boxcar door, landed on a railroad track. The steel wheels cut our super group down to a solo act. No, it never cost me a dime, I could play it any old time. We were twins joined at the heartbeat of the songs we yet to write. He made me promise that we'd start a band, together we would reach the stars. It was the price I paid for playing Eddie's guitar. And now I wonder had I gone along, could I have saved him from that car? But that's the price I paid for playing Eddie's guitar. Yeah, I paid through the heart playing Eddie's guitar.